ever did was before he left, he went and named me Sue. Yeah, he must have thought it was quite a joke, because it got a lot of laughs from a lot of folks. It seems I had to fight my whole life through. Yeah, some guy would giggle and I'd get red, and some guy laughed and I'd bust his head. I tell you, life ain't easy for a boy named Sue. Yeah. So I grew up fast and I grew up mean. My fists got hard and my wits got keen. I'd run from town to town to hide my shame. Oh, but I made a vow to the moon and stars that I'd search the honky-tonks and bars and kill the man who gave me that awful name. I looked all over for him too. And wouldn't you know, one day in Gatlinburg in mid-July, and I just hit town and my throat was dry, so I thought I'd stop and have myself a brew. So I stopped at an old saloon on the street of mud, and sitting at a table dealing stud was the dirty, mangy dog named me Sue. Yeah, I knew that man was my own sweet dad from a worn-out picture that my mother had. I knew the scar on his cheek and his evil eye. Ooh, look at him, he was big and bent and gray and old. I looked at him, my blood ran cold, and I said, "My name is Sue. How do you do? Now you're gonna die." So I hit him hard right between the eyes, and he went down. But to my surprise, he came up with a knife, and he cut off a piece of my ear. So I busted a chair across his teeth, and we crashed through the wall and into the street, kicking and gouging at the mud and the blood and the beer. That was rough. And I can tell you that I fought tougher men, but I really can't remember when. You see, he kicks like a mule, and he bit like a crocodile. No, he went for his gun. I heard him laugh, I heard him cuss. He went for his gun, but I drew mine first. And he stood there looking at me, and I saw him smile. He said, "Son, this world is rough, and if a man's gotta make it, then he's gotta be tough. And I knew I wouldn't be there to help you along. So I gave you that name before I said goodbye. I knew you'd have to get tough or die, and it's that name that helped to make you strong." He said, "Now you just fought one hell of a fight, and I know you hate me, and you've got the right to kill me now. I wouldn't blame you if you do. But you ought to thank me before I die for the gravel in your guts and the spit in your eye, 'cause I'm the son of a bitch who named you Sue." Crazy guy, too. Well, I looked at him and I lowered my gun. I called him Pa and he called me son. I came away with a different point of view. Yeah. And I think about him every now and then, and every time I try, every time I wish. And if I ever have a son, I think I'm gonna name him Stuart, or Joe, or Nick, or Rob, anything but Sue. I still hate that name.